occasionally my live streams cutting off themselves, which is not the idea. So in the first part we did the Mount Providence chips, and we saw the we started on that one, and then we covered all the rest of them, and we were sort of finished here, and we had to do 2 more here in that area. There is a gas station here. You can fast travel there. There is also the drift trial, the whip snake loot, and behind us is that gas station that I was talking about. Next to that gas station there is also some building there, a shop. You can go behind that shop, and there you will actually find another chip. Look on the map, that's that one. And then we have still to do that one, which most of you will already found, I think, because that's one of the story missions. You have to do a loop, and that's on the waterfall thing. You have a waterfall there, and underneath is some sort of rock structure, which kind of makes it a bridge, and under that bridge, built by rocks, you can actually find the chip. So you pass the whip snake loop thing, and you actually go off-road here. And then we go to the right, and there you can see the waterfall, and underneath is some rocky bridge thing there, and underneath is the next chip, which is that one, and that will also conclude the Mount Providence area. So 2 more chips in this stream slash video, because the first stream kinda stopped, so that's why I'm restarting again. So we found all those chips, and then those 2 I have just shown in this one. So we will now cover the desert area here, which is sort of the beige area, and we will start with these ones, I guess. We will start with that one. If you put the locations on, you will actually see that there is a gas station, so we're gonna fast travel there and then start from there and cover the whole desert area in this part of the stream, and also from the video, unless it stops again. I am not sure what YouTube is doing. So that's where we are. There's a gas station there, and there is also a chip. Not on the gas station itself this time, but across the road. There is some sort of robot man or whatever that is there, and behind that, underneath the robot man, you will actually find the chip. So that's one for the desert area. The second one is over there. That means we have to go from the gas station away again towards Silver Rock, the city. And then at some point we have to go left, which seems to be here. And there is some sort of electricity pole thing or whatever it is. Also there, no need to look any further, it will be underneath it, or next to it, or something like that. There we go. That's that one. Moving up to number 3 for the desert area. Just drive straight up. You have the windmill things on the left there, and that will probably where we're gonna be finding them. But it sort of wants us to keep on these little mini off-road things here. I think the stream stopping is an FPS thing, by the way. I have 70 FPS now, and sometimes it drops in mountain areas or in the city. That's why probably the stream sometimes stops. Drive next to the windmill things here, and the chip is over there, probably in the middle of the lot here somewhere. Somewhere here, I think. That's where you will find that one, which is the third one. Then you have 2 about there. Drive down here, you see some sort of triangle. Cross that. And we actually we'll not really go towards the road. We keep on the off-road here a little bit, but also here. Some sort of building here, and very often you find them there if you look closely enough. This one is not that hard to find. It will just be somewhere underneath here, next to the bicycle or something. That will be that one. Zooming in a bit. Oh, the other one is actually a billboard, so that's fine. Then we can go to that one. So, the building on the right side. Then we just follow the road.
Nighttime. This is when I come alive.
Yeah. Moving on, you can go slightly upwards here, off-road again. A lot of off-road, of course. We're in the desert area. Gonna sort of stick to the road here as it suggests. It's probably the easiest for those who are watching the video later and sort of drive along to find the chips. You have some rocky area here, and that seems to be that you can get up there. Probably have to go all the way around. To get up there, and it will be hanging in the air, as you can see here. We can go up. Yep. And then you sort of have like a jump platform here, and the chip is hanging there. Also this one, it's all about the right speed. I think I had to go 3 or 4 times before I actually got it, but it's hanging here, so you just jump off here and you will get the chip. That's that one. Seen, that one is a billboard. There are only 5 in this sort of southern desert area. It's got to be a bit more intense over here. We already have 3 here. This has to do with the thing that you see there, and that's actually a railroad, and 2 of them are actually gonna be on there. It wants me to go all the way around. That's not gonna happen. Seriously? Oh, finally. Wants to go us around this thing, so we're just gonna drive over. We will see if we can find something to relate on later on. We can always go by the railroad. Although there is a tunnel here somewhere, it might be possible that we have to go through that tunnel. But I will show the next chip on the map. By the looks of it, we have to go through that tunnel. Now let's have a look where exactly we need to be. This road will do fine though. Can we get there? Yep. Wants to take us there. This is some sort of roundabout in the middle of the desert. The first race of the story, Midnight Run, is here. And there you will find a couple of chips. So if you pass that gas station here, next to Midnight Run, you sort of go this way and you go down here. And you just stay on the road here, on the railroad thing. You will actually, it will just be in the middle of nowhere here, behind that hill. You cannot see it from the road, so that's that one. There's also some sort of speedrun there going on. The next one is there. See, there is a gas station also there. Let's have a look. By the looks of it, there are several jumps here. So it's one of those two ramps you need to be... It will be hanging in the air, this one. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's the right one. There somewhere. Get out of this ramp. Somewhere in the story you use that ramp actually. But if I'm not mistaken, the chip is hanging on this ramp here, on the small one. And that's that one. Moving on to that one. It wants me to go all the way around for some reason. I have no idea why. Just go underneath the ramps. And I think that also this one, yeah, is somewhere next to these train wagon things here. About here somewhere, I guess. Between the perron here and the train on the left, there you can find also a chip, which is that one. By the looks of it, there's another one on the railroad there, and so we will do those now towards the solar system thing there, and then we come back for those lots over there. So that one next.
Do trains even stop at Fortune Valley railway station?
We have that roundabout here. This time we go just straight over it and go straight. You see there's already fire smoke. That means there is a derelict up here as well. Then you also do not need to look any further. The ship will be coming from that ramp there. The ship will be hanging in the air. You get the chip, and you have the fireplace here where you can find the derelict. So the chip will be hanging in the air as well. That's for that one. Moving up to that one, which also seems to be some sort of jump thing going on there. Again to the roundabout. This time we go underneath it. Take a turn to the right towards the solar system. There's another speed trap here. Noche de Muertes sprint race. We have the off-road dealers here. Yeah. You see the bridge for the railroad? The chip is actually on the bridge. Middle of the bridge. That's where you will find this chip. Then we move on to this one. Checkpoint missed. I don't want to miss a checkpoint. You have some sort of trailer park thing going on here, and there are a few ramps, and most of the chips are hanging about. I'm assuming that this one is hanging here somewhere. There you go. That's that one. No need to look any further. If there's a jump, it's hanging in the air, and you will find it there. Moving to that chip. Also this one, same story again. There is a ramp, no need to look any further.
I guess I could have worked Fortune Valley Solar Project if I paid enough attention in school.
Apparently you
Glad I
need
didn't.
a bit more speed, because I remember that the chip is hanging somewhere above this garden on the left here, or garden or whatever it is in that building. So with some more speed you fly over, you catch this chip, and then you actually land here somewhere. That's where it's hanging, in the air. That's for that one. And then there is also one in the middle of the solar thing. About here somewhere. Quickly have a look. I think this one is just hanging about here somewhere. Probably in the corner between the car and the building there somewhere. I don't see a ramp here anywhere, so it should be just here somewhere on the road. Going away from the solar system, you sort of have like a little loop thing there, and there are two chips there. This one and that one. I think that the most top one is like the alien space thing there, but we'll see. If I'm correctly, this is also involving a ramp something. A lot of these around this solar system are built up with ramps, and then they're just hanging in the air. Easiest way to spot them is if it's nighttime. There you go. You see the ramp here? The chip is just hanging there. Going left, also there you have some sort of solar panel, which can sort of function as a ramp. Because we found that one, and now we're gonna go for that one. Also that one will be in the air, so you actually have to take this jump. And take the chip. That's that one. Now. Which means we have covered sort of the desert area. We have found those, and we have found those up to the solar system, which means we have this one to go and those three over here. And then we do that one, and then we go to the airfield where the rest of the chips are for the desert area. But first one this, of which I cannot get, of course, because that's like, yeah, I already know what it is. Can I go there? Yeah, we can go there. So there's the solar system on our right. We have that thing behind us, and then we go left. There's a dirt road here, you can just follow the dirt road. Is this the one with the alien chip? The alien chip is somewhere in the desert here, that I do know. Oh right, we couldn't get there. So we probably have to go over this hill. A bit towards the left. Surprise, surprise. Hello! Alien chip. Where is the chip? It's somewhere. You can drive here on that thing. And the chip is here somewhere. Where the bicycle is, that you will actually find the chip. Just hanging about here. That's that one. That's also where you find the alien chip, for those who haven't found that yet. Then we have the those three over here, and those are related with some older buildings, if I'm not mistaken. Oh my god, wants me to go all over there. You can just cross these fields here. Just sort of skip some road here. What do we have here? That always makes it the drag race crossing guard. That's where you are, coming from up north, and we're gonna go that way. So behind you go left. You have the jump there on the left, and then you have those sort of old buildings, construction things, and there you'll find quite some chips on the jumps. Is there a jump here, or can you go in, or something like that? No. There is a jump with a chip in the air. That's for that one. There is also a roaming racer driving around here, Udo Rot. That's the boss for the 73. If you've beaten those 4 roaming racers, that's his route there. There you can find, and there you can also find another one. There he is. We just move on the dirt road here, but also this one will be involving a jump. Most of them are here in this area, and apparently it's here. There you see some sort of ramp construction, so you have to come off that one. There's also a drift zone here. Just need to find a way to get up there. Yeah, one of the 2. This one is related to the derelict again. You see the smoke there? Oh, you actually have 2 ramps. I'm not 100% sure. I think the smallest one here, that's where the chip is.
Watch out!
Little fireplace here. So yeah, also here you can find the derelict part. But I found them, so you cannot find them anymore now. That's also where the chip is hanging. And that is that one. We're gonna go for that one. Ouch. Had a bit more speed needed. This one, let's have a look. No. It's possible it's just underneath the bridge. I'm gonna have a look if that's a jump here or not. If it's a jump, then it will not be on the bridge, and it will be on the jump. Can be either underneath this one, or it will be on top of it. That's that one. Let's have a look. Yep, we covered all those for the desert area, and also there we found all those. So which leaves us with this one. Through the buildings again, this time we stay on the road. Some Coca-Cola at there. Route 34 apparently. And there's some building on the right side. Some sort of barn thing. You can go in there. No need to look further. The chip will be in the middle here somewhere. And that is that one. Let's have a look. We have 2 here. We will take those first. We'll sort of go around and up the airfield now. Still all desert area. I think there are about 32 chips here in this area. Ouch. That's not movable. Some sort of windmill thing going on here again. That's where we find the next one. 405 kilometers an hour. Tune-up shop here, off-road sprint race, airfield showdown. Turn right there. And you have that windmill thing here. And just hanging about here somewhere, I think within this fence. Where you will find the chip. Probably behind the pole here, as it usually is. That's that one. A bit right of it is another one. That's sorta yeah, with that view that we're driving here now. Wants us to go away, but the chip is on the left actually. So we're sort of driving towards the airfield now. Let's have a look. Yep, a bit more to the left. Can I select it? Not yet. Because you have this, yeah, what is that? Barn thing here. And it's somewhere in the garden here, I think. If I'm not mistaken, it was behind the house, but by the looks of it, it seems here somewhere. Probably there. What is there? Some sort of car. Infinity. Or Lexus, whatever that is. That's where you find that little chip. We will go for those two now. Those two here. Before we go actually to the airfield. We just drive around it a bit. Cover the desert area. The view of the house. There's an American flag there. Some cactus thing going on here as well. To Silver Canyon, the plate says. That's exactly where we're gonna go, but not now yet.
Hey guys, I'm hungry.
When's the last time you ate, Mac?
I'm not sure. Wait, I did eat some of Ty's pizza yesterday.
That was you? I thought I had rats again.
You do? I had to fight one of them off for the last piece.
What, like a head-to-head duel?
Exactly.
This is also part of the story mission. You have to had to drop off a guy on this mansion thing here, but I don't think we actually drove in there. But you have to do that because there is a chip somewhere on the front door here, hanging about, and that is that one. Moving up to that one. We have a building here again. That means you can go behind that building. And there will actually be a chip hanging about here. Which is that one. Which leaves us with this one and those three before we actually go to the airfield. We are sort of going around the airfield at this moment. We'll do that one first. That's the furthest away. Almost done with the desert area. In the first stream I've done the Mount Providence area. But as long as the stream keeps going, I will keep going as well. If the stream stops at one point, we go from there. Tuning shop, gas stations, nope, not really. Not at this moment. We just go past there. We're gonna look for that one chip there first. Has to do with the building as well, I think. Yeah, seems to be some building coming up there. Probably have to smash that fence, and underneath will be the chip. Which is this one, sorta in between the desert area and the city. That's sorta the one we will go for. Now we go with that one. And then we come back for the other two when we come back towards the airfield. All sorts of buildings around here, so yeah, there's no need to look any further. That's exactly where the chips are gonna be. All three of them that we are going to do now. But there's one here, sort of, yeah, in the middle of nowhere. Let's have a look. Yeah. I think this one is the easiest one. Well, more or less. It's just hanging about here between those two wooden posts. And that's the one, the most, yeah, most eastwards, let's put it that way. Now we go back towards the airfield and we do those two. So we turn around. Also here, a few trailers, some sort of point here. It's just hanging here, or you have to actually crash this fence here, and there you will find that ship, which is the middle one of those three, which leaves us with this one. Moving on towards the airport. And we drive up a building on the left, we drive up there. Just go in here, and here you will find the chip, which is the left one of those three. So now we have covered the whole desert area thing here going on. Although we started with those two because that's where the stream stopped for the first part. We have covered this whole area except for a few here, but I have to zoom in here on the airfield. There are actually 4. There was even one that I didn't even realize it was there. Was so many times you have a garage here, your first garage, you get it, so many times I had been in the garage, which is there, but there's a chip hanging about here somewhere behind it. Here somewhere. Which of course is that one. I'm not sure, can you knock down this fence? No. No, you cannot. You have to go out. Three more to go and then we have covered the desert area and the Mount Providence, which leaves us with Ember Valley. By the looks of it, I'm not 100% sure about this one. It's either inside here, but I don't think it is actually. I actually think you have to jump the ramp underneath. See, one of those two ramps. By the looks of it, it's this one this time. And the chip will be somewhere above that airplane thing there. That's that one. That one is probably the easiest. The middle of the hangar, you have to can go under this, and the chip will actually be here. That's that one, and then we have one more there. That is just, I think it's just hanging on this jump here. If I'm not mistaken. That's that one. And that also means the desert area is covered. But seeing the stream is still going, I'm gonna just let it go. So what do we have to do? We have 19 in the cities. Those are a few tricky ones there. And we have to do Ember Valley up there. And also Silver Canyon over there. So I'm assuming we're gonna start with this one again. For the Ember Valley. Now, if you put the locations on, there is actually a gas station. That's where we're gonna go. Fast travel there, and then we go from there. And the first part that we do is the Ember Valley. But seeing we are on this gas station, you can also see there is a chip. And I'm not 100% sure. I was looking if we could go up that rock here behind earlier, but I don't think you can get there. So it's just gonna be here, behind the building. Although it does not really give me the location exactly, so it's probably here then. Yeah, behind this one. So that's on the gas station where you also find, what's it called? Fight into the city. That's ship number 1 for the Ember Valley. By the looks of it, the rest is a little bit more complicated over here. We will go for that one. That one is related to a derelict part, if I'm not mistaken. Desert Spammer Off-Road Spring Race. You have the visitor center on the right here. What I'm also missing is the fact that you can change your cars on this game. You always have to go through the garage to change your car. You cannot do that. If I want to change to another car here, I have to go to the garage first. It's a bit annoying. We're going off-road here. Let's have a look. Yeah. I know I have a checkpoint miss. I don't need that checkpoint. We have the bus there on the left. Move up there. This one is related to a derelict, if I'm not mistaken. Go behind. You have the jump there towards the derelict. There will be a fireplace again, if I'm not. Ew, and I already flew over it and up it as well. So on top there is a derelict, and if you jump up here, the chip will actually be hanging in the air, which is that one. So we have done that one and that one for Ember Valley. Now we're gonna go for that one. It's a bit trickier. Because it's one of those, yeah, sort of dead ends. It's an off-road, but it's more or less a dead end, and yeah. I kind of found out by luck, because I was driving around there during the night, which is the best time to look for those chips. I've seen they light up quite a bit. Oh, move over with your BMW. The BMWs are always driving in the way. Okay, so we arrive here. Let's see, you can go right here. There's also a drift zone here. Go left. And we go right, and that's where it gets tricky. You're doing these drift zones things here, and you just move on and you fly by here without realizing you can also go right here. And then you can go left here, and then you have two dead ends, more or less, and they end with a jump. The first one, nothing there, it's just a jump towards the road that we were just on. The second one, same story, but there is a chip hanging about. Which is here somewhere. And that's how you can get it. By jumping off that ramp, and then you will find that chip. Now let's see, that's a bit of a drive. We have 2 about here. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go that, and we're gonna go cover those. But we're gonna start with those 2. But that's a bit far away, it seems. Let's see if there's something there. There's also a gas station. We will fast travel to that one for the next 2 chips. And then go from there. There's a billboard there as well. And also a chip. As you can see, again, some sort of off-road dead end by the looks of it. So there's gonna be a ramp or a jump or something again. You have the night edge. You take a right there. Middle road. There's also an off-road on the right side, I just noticed. It's gonna be a jump thing again. Yep. It's gonna be a jump, so that's probably also derelict related. We will see if there is a fireplace. Yep, there is. That's that ship. And there is smoke here about. That's where you can find the derelicts. But I already found the derelicts as shown in one of the previous video. There's another ship hanging there. Seen you are here on that derelict. You just move on, and there's another jump. And if you jump up there, you will find another chip.
Watch out!
Which is hanging about there somewhere, if you can make the jump. And that's what have been tricky, because you sometimes you arrive here and you see it hanging in the air there, you have no idea how to get there. It's all from one side. So you take that one, starting on the gas station here. You take that one road and you sort of have 2 chips hanging about on one jump, more or less. You have to jump twice, and twice there's a chip. That's one of the closest, I guess. Gonna zoom in a bit there. We're gonna do those 3. Also they, now we come into an area where there are a lot of derelict parts and stuff. So very often it's gonna be about jumps and going around and finding that jump. We will see if there is anything of events about. To give you a better indication where to find the thing exactly. GTR meanwhile, not doing that bad off-road, although it's a race spec. Now, what does it want me to do here? Go around apparently. There's some sort of tower here. Starting to get a feeling that this is derelict related as well. Or is it not? I don't immediately, unless that is a jump, I don't think so. So it's probably just going to be hanging about here behind the rock. Or in between those rocks here somewhere. It gives me the chip here. In the middle of nowhere. Dirt off-road. Which... Gonna have a look from the other side to be 100% sure that it's not a jump, otherwise we have to look for the ramp, right? Well, you cannot jump there, and you can also not jump on that rock, so I'm guessing it's just hanging there for that one. Let's have a look on that one. Why does it want me to go there? All the way around. Seriously? What's wrong with this one? Oh, I see what's wrong with that one. We just went underneath a bridge where you have to go over. So we have to go all the way around. Sometimes these things look very easy to get to on the map, but then you actually start driving, you realize, oh no, it isn't. Because you have to go all the way around, because it's underneath the bridge or it's on top of the bridge. down by the river drift trial. That's where we go left, and then we go down. There seems to be a ramp there, so more than likely the chip is about in the air hanging there. Yep, there is a ramp here, so the chip will definitely be there. But seeing we are here anyway, there is also a chip hanging behind us here. In this corner you can jump up here, and there will also be a chip hanging here in this area, which is that one, and then the other one is if you jump down from the ramp. There's one hanging here. You very often come here for drift zones, for story motion. Even in the final mission you actually can jump there. And then if you go that way, you have the ramp, and if you jump up there, there will also be a chip hanging in the air. And that is that one there. So that has covered us with those three. Now it's a bit of, yeah, we have two down here. Let's have expand the map a little bit. We have two down here. We will see. We will do that one first, and then go to that one, and then go up those two, and those three actually. So this one next. See, we have jumped down here. We are on this main road, so immediately going to the highway. Although I think it's underneath the bridge, but I'm not 100% sure. I want us to take this lane. Yeah, exactly. It says the chip is here, but it is there under the bridge. And how do you get there? If I'm not mistaken, you have to go down, and you can just go off-road there, and you can actually go under the bridge. Somewhere, somehow. You can just drive up here, more or less. If you hit that fence, then the chip will be here, underneath the bridge, and that's where you can find that chip. Now we go to that one. Through the fences, there's a tuner shop here as well. Another few trailers here and there, caravans, and you'll just, I think it's on the right here somewhere, hanging about next to that thing here. It might be possible that you have to hit that fence here or there to clean it out a bit, but it is there though. That's for that one. Then we're gonna go up and then come down for those three over there. So we'll start with that one, which wants us all to go away. Yep. We have to go that way because the other thing is a railroad, and you can not get on that one immediately. So it's a bit of a drive here because you have to go all the way around. Off-road! But yeah, you can already cut here. To the right. And we go down. We go underneath here. We have been here before, but I turned around here because we had to go up the bridge first. And you see that pole thing there, and behind it is the chip, actually. Over here. That's for that one. Moving up to that one. Just keep driving on. This one is, what is this American flag here? Some sort of vista point again. And somewhere behind there, if you go around next to the truck or something, is the chip. Or somewhere in the middle of this field, of this square thing here. That's where you find that chip. Also, that one is for that area. Over the silver dam thing. Go left. You have a drift zone here. And there's also a chip which is hanging about on that ramp there that you see. I have to go all the way around, seriously. Higher level of the parking lot. And then you have that ramp here, and that's where the chip is hanging. There you go. And that is that one. Now, if I expand my map a bit, we have covered sort of the Ember Valley, and then also up north there, which leaves us with those three here. But there is a gas station here, so we're gonna teleport there and then do those three chips over there. There we go. We'll start with that one first, and then do the other two. Over here are a few, I think, that are more or less related to the derelicts. Right, and then we go left here. And there is a trailer park, and that means that in that corner over there, there will actually be a chip. Now I'm thinking how to get there. I think it's from the other side. So we have to drive on and go left here. I think you can go left here somewhere. Is it here? Yeah. So we have to go up here, take the ramp. Fireplace here again, which is a derelict. And then if you move on, follow this road, you will actually find that ship falling down here towards the trailer park. And that is that one. Which brings us to there. You have the view of the bridge there. And that one is just hanging under this bridge here. That's that one. And then we move to that one, which seems to be a bit more complicated. Wants us to be under the bridge. And go over the bridge, where we've just found a chip underneath it. Lamborghini on the billboard. There we have a billboard, and there is also a ship. And I think that's hanging there somewhere. So before the tunnel we take a right. There you have the billboard, and you also have a jump, and that's where the chip is hanging. There you go. And that's that one, which also means that we have covered those three in that area. Which leaves us this area here, the Silver Canyon. And there's a chip there, and I think there's also some sort of garage is even there, our garage. So we fast travel to that garage and move on like that. That's faster than driving there. Now, the chip. Coming out of the garage, you drive here and you have a few buildings here, and it will just stay on the parking lot. It will be behind it here. Somewhere here is the chip, as you can see. Now this one might be a bit trickier. Can I get there? Probably not. Yeah, I already know that's what has to do with the jump and stuff. I can get there. Wants us to go all the way around, so we'll first do these ones. We have to be there anyway. The rest is gonna be derelict related, off-roads, things like that. Back towards the garage. Also here we have gas station, Exile Sprint Race, and we take a right there. We have a vista point here, and underneath it's gonna be a chip. Let's see how we can get there. Must be able to get
couldn't wait
down
for
there.
nighttime when I was younger so I could sneak out for a race.
Here we go. We can go left here, off-road. I think the all these chips in this area are kinda off-road. There are some buildings about there. And if I'm not mistaken, it's behind this one that you can actually find the chip. So where are we? That's that one. In that area over there. If I zoom in again, that's where we are. Which leaves us with those 4 around here and that one over there. I'm gonna clear that waypoint again. Back to the road. There you can already see it. There's some sort of barn shed thing here, and also here. Just underneath it. That's for that one. Now we go to that one. Just crossing the road. And that one is, I think, hanging about here somewhere. Let's have a look. Can you go underneath here? No. Can't get underneath, so it's just behind it then. Somewhere behind that one. And that is that one. Now we're gonna take that one and see. The other one seems to be, they are in the middle of nowhere, the other two, so there's probably some ramp relation there. This one is pointing there, so it's gotta be up there, so which means you have to go around again and look for a ramp. There's no doubt about it. You can see rocks on your left side. You can get up there somehow. This is actually a double one related to a derelict again. There you go, you jump here, which is like the fireplace. That's where you can actually find the derelict part. And then you sort of have to, let's have a look here. There's a rock here somewhere. Yeah. And you sort of have to jump up to get that chip. And that is that one. Now we move to that one and have a look what that is all about. Seems to be on the right here somewhere. So also this one. That's probably just hanging here somewhere. Also this one, derelict related. There's also a derelict part for that one, which leaves us with that one, which seems to be a bit more typical. And then we also covered the Ember Valley and Silver Canyon area, which should bring the total at about 81 chips, because I know there are 19 in the city and there are 100 out there, so trying to get a feel of the situation here, because I'm pretty sure the chip is not. That chip that we need. Oh yeah, that's hanging there, but you cannot get there from here, so you have to go around again. As soon as you can go right here, Silver Casino Lodge it says, but you have to go all the way around to Liberty Desert to the right. And you keep right here next to the rock. Also here a derelict part, and if you drive up you will actually get that chip, which is hanging somewhere up there, and that is that one. And that's mean we have gotten 81 chips so far. That leaves the 19 in the city, and they're also a little bit tricky here and there to get to them. That is for sure. Let's start with the top one, I guess. We're gonna zoom in. That's gonna be the easiest way to cover them. I know there are 19, so we will actually count them. See if there's a gas station or something in between. Tuning shop will do. We will fast travel there. So, we are in the tuning shop now. Well, not in it, but before it. And we're going to start with that ship. That's the one, the most north in the city. There are 90 more to go, and then we have found all 100 of them. Or at least the locations. I already found them, so I cannot show actually hitting the chips, but I did find how I got there. I will point. So, the tuning shop is on the right, and we drive on, and there will be a chip here somewhere. But as you can already see, like I said, the city is not that easy. The chip is actually hanging on this bridge here, and you have to come out of the pipe on the right side to actually make it happen. Which means I even have to zoom in a bit to see how we can get there. And the only explanation I can come up with is that you have to come from this point. Let me zoom in a bit, because I kind of doubt we have to be on the highway. Let's see if we can get it there that way. So we drive back to the tuning shop and see if we can go it from the left. Might be able to get there somehow. Nope. Okay, so you have to go under that whole yeah. Let's try it from this way then, I guess. That's the only explanation.
Boomville used to be the drag race spot back in the day.
Oh yeah. That's the way. Now we actually go underneath it. Where we want it to be. And you also have to take this one, this pipe thing here, and actually jump through it. So, and that's for that ship. So, what was there? Was there a gas station? Yeah, here. From the gas station on here, up north, you can actually go there and you sort of drive under this bridge thing towards the ship and you can jump and then you end up here. That's for that ship. Also this one, same story. That's underneath it, but you need to get underneath there. Oh, let's drive there and see if I think you can jump in there as well, but we will see. Because that's also something with the pipes here. Like I said, BMW is always driving in the way. Now I have to look here. I think I already passed the entry point. Yep. I have to go in here. Then take a right here. Take a right again on that big ramp here. And then you have to actually jump there. And then there will be a chip if you jump out of here. And that is sort of how you do that one. Some of them are not that easy. Yeah? Which we're gonna have a look on those three here, which also seems to be something with that construction that we are in now, but we'll see. First take that one. There seems to be two here, which would surprise me. Oh yeah. One is if you go in here, there's one hanging. That's one. And the second one is if you go the other way and you jump out of it. So both of them are sort of on that pipe construction thing. And those are those two. And then we go left. The next one is not so complicated, I think. First gonna repair on this gas station. And on the across the road is a building, shed thing where you can actually go in. Barn, whatever. And that's where you can find the chip. Which is that one. So if we put the collectibles on, so we have covered that one, we have found that one which was sort of in the pipe construction, those two as well, and now we are there. So I'm gonna zoom in again. So we have done those 5, which leaves 14 chips, and then we have found them all. Let's take that one first, I guess. Those two here, which is this here, Outlaws Rush race, so we will take those two first. Take a right here on the courier mission, West Side Courier. And now I have to pay attention because by the looks of it, it's... yeah. There's a jump here, so the chip is hanging on the jump. Pretty simple. We take that jump and you will find the chip hanging there somewhere. Or it's just underneath the bridge, it's also a possibility. It's one of those two. As always, if there's a ramp and there's a bridge, it's either on the bridge or on the jump. And that is for that chip. Now we're gonna have a look if we can get to that one, which also does not seem to be just on the highway or something. No, it's gonna be somewhere else. We go left of the jump, apparently. Take a left here, towards the city again. The courier mission, enemy territory, we go left there. And by the looks of it, what's this? Escape point, West Side Pursuit. The chip is here somewhere though. Ah, probably here. Yep, that's what it looks like. That's where you can find that one. That means, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and those two, that's 7. That means that there are 12 chips to go. We will take that one, and then we'll go to those two. This you probably already found, unless you didn't see it. Because if you actually do one of those courier missions, you have to be there. I think that's where you have to bribe the one of the cops or something like that. Up to the west side point or whatever that's called, or the west side of the town. We will have a gas station there. And in the middle of this square you will find the chip. Which is that one over there. Now we go that way, going from the west side. Turn around on this square. We go left, right. Left again. Gets a bit more complicated now with all these streets in the city, but downhill into Silver Rock. And there we can actually find 2 chips. Go left again. And just about under this bridge here, you crash the fence and there will actually be a chip. Which is that one. That one is a bit more hidden. You take a right. And you come to this place here. But as you can see, there's a barrier here you can hit. You can go behind here. And here in the corner you will actually find the other chip. But I think there are even some fences here normally, but see, now I already found the chip, the fences sorta are gone. But that's that one. Now, this one seems to be easy, but it actually isn't, if I'm not mistaken. Go back out of here first.
Center of it all in Lakeside. Used to really burn some rubber here back in the day.
This one is actually hanging on top of the next to the tunnel here. There's some sort of jump you can go through, and that's where you will actually have to go over. So you have to go through the tunnel first. And when you come out of the tunnel, you have to turn around. This is also where you can find, what is this? The chassis of the Bel Air. Don't take a jump into the construction, keep right. And then you will actually on the left here somewhere, where the fire is going, that's where you'll find the Bel Air. I think it was. But if you move on, you can actually jump up here, and that's where the chip will be. Which is that one. Now, the other one, it's on the construction site. But also not just hanging about, you actually have to jump out of it.
Everyone in town knows the house is bankrolling the art tower.
By the looks of it, it's probably gonna be the right jump that you have to take to get the chip. Yep. That's that one. That's for those. Now, let's have a look. We sort of have covered all these here. Which leaves us with this lot here. Which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there, up there, and 1 here. We will take this one first. Almost there. Almost got the locations of the 100 chips. And since I've been driving most of the time, you can sort of drive along if you want. Seems to be somewhere in the, yeah, it is somewhere in the airport area. Behind these two big tanker things, that's where you will actually find the chip, which is that one. And that leaves us with those 6 over here. So we just do them one by one. We're in the middle of the town now, which all makes it a bit complicated. The first one, you have to go through these fences here. And I think it's hanging here somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. There's not a tunnel or anything underneath here, so that will just be hanging about here. That's for that one. We'll go to that one next. Seeing you can stay above ground. There are somewhere we have to need to go underneath the ground, if I'm not mistaken. Here you have to take a right. Underneath here, and yeah, of course, in the pipe thing here, that's where you will find the chip, which is sort of on the construction thing again. That's for that one. Now we'll go to that one, and then we have those 3 left to go, and then we covered all 100 of them. But I have a feeling that the last ones will probably be the hardest, although we already found a few complicated ones. No, this seems to be fine. You can go left here, smash that thing, and it will be somewhere on the off-road here. Probably behind this building here somewhere. would make sense that they put it there. We'll go to that one. Which leaves us with 3 chips to go. And then we found all 100 of them. About 25, 26 in the first part of the stream, and then yeah. Stream got cut off. And then we did the rest of the 100 chips in this one. But now, let's see this one. Yeah, that's actually hanging up there somewhere, and so you have to get up there. Solo sprint race, just pass it by, turn around. And then somewhere on the terrace here is the chip, in between those 2 tables here. That's that one, which leaves us with these 2. Now that one I think is under the ground, if I'm not sure, 100% sure, but I think it is. We'll have a look for that one. Sort of the same situation as we did here, I think. You can go under this building, and that's where it is. That's for that one. Which leaves us with this one, but we have to go under the ground for sure. Wants us to keep left here. Elysium Casino. Gonna go up there. And we'll go underneath. Take a right here. And it will actually be behind these fences here. You can smash them. And that's where you will find the chip. Move over. And that means we have found the last one in the middle of the city. So, in the first part of the live stream, we started over there with that chip, and we have covered all of those lot. And then we were going towards that one when the first part of the live stream stopped. And when we restarted, I did these 2. Then we covered the whole desert area over here, went around the airfield, then went to the airfield itself. Then we teleported to the gas station over there, and we found all those chips. Kept up there, going northeast. Then we fast traveled to the gas station over here, and we covered all the chips in this area. And then we fast traveled to the gas station, which was closest to this one, and then we covered the city. Which means, yep, I had to do it in a stream, because if you have to do this in videos, it's gonna take ages. But the 100 chips, all locations are in this video. Or stream if you watched it live for some of the parts. I will see you guys in the next one, and bye for now.